Hello everyone, this is Yeffer Baller, and today we're going to be finishing up Sonic Adventure 2 Battle by starting the last story, being we finished both Hero Story and Dark Story, and collected all the upgrades. So, this is pretty much the last thing we need to do. So without further ado, let's begin! As you can see, this pretty much continues off straight from Dark Story, where Eggman tossed in the final real Chaos Emerald.
The cannon fire. What's happening here?
Now, there is a plausible reason why the cannon doesn't fire, Eggman.
It's my grandfather, Gerald Robotnik.
Yep. We're about to see in a few minutes the sinister plan Dr. Eggman's grandfather actually cooked up before his untimely demise.
What's that?
And we're in the main hub for some reason.
Someone is coming.
You haven't given up yet?
It's all over for us.
What do you mean?
Just received a message from my boss. The space colony Ark is currently approaching the Earth at an incredible velocity.
Well, that's highly unfortunate.
Probably will impact Earth.
I don't think it's a probably. We're not that far from it at all. Oh yeah, this bit. Now a little backstory about this whole thing. As I probably said before, I believe I said before, that Professor Gerald Robotnik was actually one of the people on the Space Colony Ark, leading everything, all the research and such. But after the government got scared of, what he was doing up there, they decided to go up there and, wipe out all existence of whatever happened there. Problem is, during that process, Maria, unfortunately had been shot and passed away. Maria is pretty much Dr. Gerald Robotnik's granddaughter. Now, after that, the Gerald Robotnik kind of went a bit insane in the membrane, if you know what I mean. And because of so, he kind of, I guess, at the last minute before, he died, or post or after, whatever, I don't know when, he somehow slightly reprogrammed Shadow and ended up doing the Eclipse Cannon. Oh, yeah, this bit. Well, let me finish my sentence. Pretty much had installed this, the colony will collapse on Earth after all the Chaos Emeralds are placed in there.
One of the greatest scientific minds.
Now, what we saw on Gerald Robotnik on screen is he was actually being shot. You heard one soldier say, "Ready, fire." He was pretty much sat down, handcuffed, and was going to be fired upon with a firing squad, aka being executed. Doesn't really actually mention that outright, but it's if you understand what "ready, fire" means when you're strapped down on a thing, it's pretty dark.
What is this?
This is my grandfather's diary.
I don't quite know what happened or what went wrong. Was it a mistake to create the ultimate life form? I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind, but then the military guards landed on the colony that day. They were sent.
This pretty much explains all of the whole backstory of why the colony's falling, what happened on the Space Colony Ark, at some degree of explanation.
You are all safe. The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from falling into the wrong hands.
The Ark was shut down under the premise that there had been an accident.
We were dealing with, black aliens and such, but
The Ark was shut down. She meant everything to me.
This is the part where Gerald started to go a bit loopy.
Because of my research, I lost everything. I had nothing more to live for. I went insane.
He just basically says that he's going insane.
Was to avenge her. Somehow, some way. I got scared as I no longer was able to control my thoughts. All I could think about was that I wanted it all to based on my original projections.
The weird voice cut in, okay.
To complete my project, Shadow. I designed its mind to be perfect, pure. I will leave wish, release and awaken it
If
to
you
the
wish to
world.
fill the world with destruction,
Yep. Very last second, kind of
That's why
reprogrammed
you
Shadow
raised
to,
Shadow
wreak
from
havoc
the
across the
base.
Earth.
The Eclipse cannon is now highly reactive and explosive.
Another little note about Shadow is, at least according to the Sonic X series, and I guess it's slightly confirmed in, I guess the games, Shadow's like side purpose was actually to help create like an antidote or some kind of cure for Maria's condition, which would be NIDS, like neuro immune deficiency syndrome or some. I think it's like a proper disease, but I really didn't look that much into it, I believe. But yeah, that was kind of a side thing.
That's it. There is a way to stop the energy. We have to use your emerald. You're the one that told me that the Master Emerald has the power to stop the Chaos Emerald.
Where the flying fuck? It just materialized in his hand. That thing looks like a Chaos Emerald. That's way too small. Fair enough, I can like maybe believe that you can like materialize out of nowhere, but that thing's tiny as hell.
Maybe some time left. If we
That's
do
bullshit.
that, we might be able to get to the shortcut that leads to the core.
So this is the thing.
No worries. Just leave it to me. I'm the world's fastest hedgehog.
Then, let's get to work.
I love the way he pretty much says that line. Let's get to work! Oh yeah, so this is pretty much the final stage. Can's core. Get to the core of the colony. Now this level is pretty much, you get to play as every single character, minus Shadow. So this is pretty much a final hurrah for the game. For the games, like all the characters. Testing all your skills and might. Even adding a new gimmick. A time control, where once you hit it, time stops for a certain period. I don't know how the hell that was installed in a space colony, but whatever. Do what you want, game. Oh yes, one of these things where it's pretty much just shoot everything. The gun beetles are pretty much useless. They have no guns. Why were they even created? Very useful to stopping time for stopping lasers, because, I guess that works. Oh dear. Now here we actually have to quickly descend and make sure we hit both the TNT boxes and jump inside the door. So, once we get a good shot, we fly in. Hello, sir. How was your day? Come on. Good shot. Hate those artificial chaos so much. Excuse me. Oh, what is it? Oh, watch out for lasers now. This is like the very last bit, isn't it? Yeah. Because for some reason, I don't understand why this section requires every single person. Because we kind of have to, I can understand like one person, but we have to like break doors. After we get to a certain point in the level, it switches off to the next character. So the door is now broken. We now get access to, I believe, pretty much, it pretty much goes in order, where it's the mech characters, then it's treasure hunting characters, and the one speed character. Now we can play as Eggman. Yeah! He pretty much is well suited for the mech, unlike Tails. The mech was, at least the mech levels to me were kind of eh. The ones I really enjoyed were Eggman's, like I said before, because Eggman is like, it fits Eggman's like character a bit better. To see him walking around the mech, based off his own Eggmobile, it makes sense for him. Tails should never have been in the mech. It doesn't make sense at all, or at least it shouldn't make sense. Should have just either been a flying mission, or just him doing regular platforming, not mechs. I understand what they're doing, but yeah. Another neat thing about the time stopping thing is the artificial chaos. If you have time stopped, you can pretty much insta-kill any any artificial chaos, which makes them much easier to deal with, which is what I love. Because I hate those bloody things. Especially in mechs. Especially in anything. I just don't like them in general. There's a way to get across that. I think you have to press the time switch. Time stop! Nope. It's just a Chow box and I believe an extra life, so it's not that important. Hello, sir. Dodging all the lasers like, you know, James Bond style. I hit the switches. Sweet. Now this bit. Oh no. Thank God I don't automatically die in these areas. Let's wait for my chance to strike. It's like physically impossible for me to strike right here, so I gotta wait. Next one come up. Right now. There it is. Now we wait a bit. Let's hover on over here and break the door as fast as we can. There we go. Mecha levels are now done. We are now switching over to, I believe, Rouge's level? Yep, Rouge's level. This one isn't really that hard. We just gotta jump from upper area to upper area. So we go up this one first. Then we do diagonally over here. Then we fly over here. And we press the time switch right over here. Once we press that, we have to now bum rush to that waterfall, because we can now freeze waterfalls. Fly in there. Kill that guy. Do a little timing puzzle. Something that's perfectly timed, might I add. You're dead! Okie dokie now. Let's do it. Just climb up here. I believe we need a time stop switch though. Could lead to some problems, but yeah, we need to press the time stop switch. We press that, jump on the bounce thing, rush over here, we just jump on the switch, and boink, boink. And there we go, we are now flooding the area with some kind of liquid, I don't exactly know what. Looks a bit like piss. So now, we switch over to Knuckles. Now this is the bit where it would be extremely difficult to do if not for the air necklace. You know, the thing we found in Aquatic Mine. Since we are now able to breathe underwater infinitely, we can now go throughout this level at our leisure. Unless you're getting a high rank, they need a bum rusher still. So if you come up here, you press the time switch again, you jump all the way up here. The lasers are now disabled. So you got a bum rusher over there. Gotta do it again because I was going the wrong way. Press it. There you go. Go in here, you drill down like the bounce attack, and you spring up. Now, one does have to question about these levels is, how do all the characters get to their positions? I mean, like, how does Knuckles get here? He was at the very top. Where does he come from? Up there? No, it's not even up there. That's like it's something else. He just appears. Somehow. I'm surprised his glove accessories aren't wearing him down. Ugh! Dodging lasers. Excuse me, sir. Oh yeah, this bit. We now have to freeze time in order to actually get past the high velocity current. So a little tap of the time switch. Of course I can physically touch it. Fly by, little friend, perfect artificial chaos. Just keep on swimming. You're like gonna barely make it though, I think. There you go. Avoid some tricky lasers. Jim's bonding up. Press another time switch, which allows us to access this area right here. This bit is pretty much, you gotta watch out for the crates everywhere. There are little time stopper checkpoints, so look out for those. Now since we're done with that, we now gotta rush over here and press this button, which opens this door. Now here is actually where we get to the very final part of this of Cannon's Core, where you get to play as Sonic the Hedgehog. Aren't I always your last chance? Well, sir, dead. Now, first off, in order to actually get past the first area, you kind of have to do a leap of faith, because it requires things to break. There we go. Mission accomplished. So you gotta rush over here. Don't have time for games now. So now we get to play as actually as Sonic the Hedgehog. That's up there. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Kill that guy, because in order to actually get past that door over there, we need to kill all the enemies. Especially this little hazardous one over here. This man is kind of suspended over a bottomless pit, so be careful when you're homing attacking and running back. Don't have time to mess with you. I gotcha. I'm getting those bonus points. This level's it's pretty fun. It tests like all your skills when maneuvering with Sonic. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. Slide down the whatever kind of fountain it is. Now, if you remember, if you've seen my SA1 playthrough or play SA1, you would notice the architecture of this area. Remind you of something? Well, it should, because it's kind of reminiscent of, I guess you could consider it Lost World from Sonic Adventure 1. The same, it's kind of the same thing where you slide down little water slide. So let's see what grade we got in Cannon's Core.
Huh. No problem.
I can deal with that. It's not an E. I'm not that thoroughly depressed.